Furion.
I must protect the wild.
Let the hunt begin.
Druid matchup. Coin to 3. Any traps I've got. He's gonna cast a ton of spells. Yeah, I'm okay with that as a start. I'm okay with that indeed. Okay. Actually, getting one out early is probably going to be good because I've got 2, so let's do that. Cool. I'll take it. Oh, really? Perfect.
Hunt alone.
Having trouble getting a thumbnail uploaded here. Turn 4. I don't have much choice. I need to move on this.
Midnight.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, which stinks. I don't like to leave that guy up. I'll lose my weapon. Next turn will be 6, I'll drop that. Forcing him to deal with this. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but if I'd have got another secret out of that, that would have been great. That was expensive for him to drop too. I need to start turning the gas on. Otherwise I'm leaving this game to Yogg.
We hunger for vengeance.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn.
It's a good turn for him.
I am ready to learn.
I don't have... really a good answer for this, unfortunately. Three, 2, 2. It's just not a good time to drop a freezing trap. So let's go this. Snake trap I'm okay with. What do I have up right now? I've got a bear trap. I don't like the spell damage sitting around. I can't let him do that though. So, I think that's just throwing one away. I think that's the right call. That's hard. He's got 2 minions on board I don't want to keep. I really want to hit him for face. Problem with this is it plays into swipe really, really badly. Especially with the spell damage. Like, there's just a perfect clear for him. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, now, but I'm glad I kept the freezing trap. My goodness. He's not gonna have any charge. He'd have a Druid of the, what is it, Claw? I always forget this one wrong. Druid of the something. Yeah, great. Doesn't matter though, he's just gonna bounce it back. So all that does is it buys me a turn. Now, if he's the good old Yogg Druid, I know this is when he's going to start dropping big taunts. Given that his token strategy didn't work. He's just drawing now. Okay. That's interesting. Luckily, that's a waste. I have to play as if he doesn't have Yogg, because I cannot burn him. If I go straight to face with everything, I'm going to have 5, 10, 13, and then that's 18. And he's got full health right now. And I have no strong finishers. That's true. I think that's what I need to do. He's used one of his swipes. Those other 2 cards don't really give me any value right now. So, 5, 6, 2. Hate to burn that much, but I needed that guy dead. Yeah, of course.
I'll never tell.
Jeez. Stupid Yogg. Come on, do something else. That's it. You gotta kill the Yogg. Yogg Saron, man. Broken card. Broken card.
Well played.
I'm sorry. Screw you, fucking Yogg.
Pay attention, class.
Well, his win condition's out. Now he's relying 100%, which he's got 3 mage spells, so great. He's relying 100% on this strategy. And it's a good one.
I am ready to learn.
This kind of luck. Yogg Saron deck, man, it's so wrong. It's just wrong. What did I give up real quick? It was just such an obvious choice, yeah. There's always no other choice there. Great, he's got 3 more cards.
I am ready to learn.
I usually beat Yogg Druid, but this makes me angry. Perfect board clear leaves him with 2 giant minions. I'm thankfully able to clear them by a miracle. It's a game that you should win. Like, it's just so frustrating to play against Yogg. Yeah, this is it. I just have no way to deal with this. Like, in the whole deck, I don't have any answers for this. Never mind in the last 8 cards. Disappointing. That's not his fault. He's playing a deck that Blizzard is allowed. And as the game designers for this, Ben Brode and all the card designers, I understand why you want to put cards like this in the game. It adds flavor, especially for the old gods. Having a card that does something like Yogg is cool, but without a play around, that's the problem. You can't play around Yogg. It's just, oh, he dropped Yogg. Who knows what's going to happen? And this goes for the player too, but I think statistics show that more often than not, it's better if you play Yogg than if you don't. And it's such a prevalent deck in the top end of the game right now. It's really disappointing.
Let the hunt begin.
So I'm experimenting with this Swamp Ooze. I'm going to leave it. I actually put it in here as a tech against Shaman specifically. Warrior to some extent, but really Shaman. So let's test and see if that was a good call.
Greetings, traveler.
I can't believe that last game, though. I'm still bitter. There we go. Turns out it's a win. Good call. I'm keeping track, by the way, of my score using an app called Trackstone. I prefer Hearthstats, but I don't usually play on the PC, so this is great when I'm on the go. Lost to a Druid. I had a really strong start. Yesterday especially, I climbed a whole rank and a half in the push, and now I've lost 5 games in a row. I'm on a 5-game losing streak. Beautiful. It's a lot of things too. 2 hunters, a druid, a mage, and a shaman. And that's coming off of like a massive win streak, so whatever. Yeah, I think I have to do this. Yeah, Feral Spirit is so hard for me to deal with. Drop them both, plus that exposes me to AoE really badly. But he can't kill them theoretically. I'm gonna take a risk here. Oops. Drop the 2 secrets. The snake trap. We are gonna go ahead and burn the weapon, which I hate to do. This is a very aggressive play. This is a high risk, high reward play. He's on 2 mana, which is why I feel a little comfortable doing it. Worst case for me is he has a okay, good. Was he at a Maelstrom portal? Without that, I'm in good shape. And ideally this turn, I'm only going to have to burn 1. And I can bring them up a little higher in health too. I need to play around AoE right now, and I can't. But I am going to burn these 2, and then the reason for that is that I anticipate that he has AoE. So that takes some of the bite out of a Maelstrom portal. If he has elemental lightning storm, why is this so hard to remember? If he has lightning storm, I'm still in pretty bad shape. Especially if he totem drops lightning storm, which looks like what he's going to do. No Wrath of Air. There you go. Guaranteed 3 out. And that's it. Yeah, it's a guaranteed 3 out. Problem now is the card draw situation. Yes, it actually is a pretty big problem. May have been smart just to have gone face there, but I have to keep the board a little longer. And I have got to get a heavy draw next. I can't afford to draw into any more of my traps, which is unfortunate because I've got 6 out, 7. decent draw. So this is interesting. I have to wait. That sets me up for next turn. This isn't even interesting at all. This is a must-do. Allows me to get more face damage, and I'm going to drop a heavy card next. I wish it had charged, but he's not a bad deal because he needs to board clear. So let's say he boards clear via spell. That doesn't give him a strong board. Oh, doesn't even have a chance. Yes, finally broke the streak. That was starting to become painful. So, I like how that played out. Obviously it was a win, but I do feel like that first turn one set me up. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of other things that happened in that game that went well for me and not for him. Having the double secret. Keepers plus the traps I think was really helpful, and those were good traps against him. The cat trick was good.
Let the hunt
I don't even... Oh yeah, he did play into the snipe. And then drawing the quick shot was really good too. These are not good to open with against a warrior. He's probably a control dragon warrior. I call them control because they seem to be based on the long game. They're built for the long game. They're not meant to rush you down. They're annoying as heck.
I'll never tell.
No win X, please.
traveler.
Yep, he's got an axe. I don't like a turn one tracking if I can help it. Let's see what we get. What is he gonna do for spells early on? He could do have bash, slam, yada yada yada. Freezing in a charged card would be nice, but I don't get anything out of it. And an animal companion doesn't help me much either. I like the cat trick, don't get me wrong, but I think the freezing trap is going to be better because I'm going to be dropping a cloaked huntress next turn, and then I can protect my face and freeze trap. I think that's the smart play. He can't really do anything about it.
Midnight.
I might burn his weapon on my face just to test the waters. No? Okay. And he probably has his 3-drop that then does the... I forget what that's called. Okay. That works too. Now I'm wishing I had the cat trick. Really badly. That works. I wish I'd have got the cat trick. I do think this is a dry... he's starting to feel more control though. Just straight up control. And I wish I'd done that cat trick so bad. Okay, he's out of executes. There's a lot of cards I have that he was going to want those for. He's playing the assumption that yeah, it's an unfortunate game for him. I don't want him to bounce that back though.
I hunt alone.
And I take it back. I no longer think he's a dragon warrior. I feel like this is straight up control.
Welcome to the grand
Yeah,
tournament.
and there's your answer. If I can start getting some of my big draws here, this is not a deck that I can loot. What do I have up right now? They all require some type of action. The good news is he only has 5 cards. The bad news is I have 2, and they are very low value cards. I'm glad the snipe didn't hit him. Freezing trap would be great. You know, I could have... This is interesting. I could have hit him and make him assume that I don't have a freezing trap up. He knows I have a freezing trap now. God, that acidic swamp would be so good right now. Yeah, he knows. It means I'm going to have to burn through him. Yeah, has to go in this order. It's a 2-min. We don't have an answer to that. Okay, you can kill it. You're going to take 6 damage to the face, though. 8 damage, I should say.
I hunt alone. I can't do that.
I have not drawn into any of my other big ones. I have 4 big cards out of how many? I don't have a... out of 12. 1 in 3 chance of drawing something I want here.
Can wait no longer.
That's cool. Come on, give me something here. Okay, whatever.
I hunt alone.
What's left? I'll take the quick shot. The secrets are not going to help me.
Pain, speak to me.
I'd take that too. Gosh dang it.
I hunt alone.
Probably has a couple brawls too. He's waiting for the Call of the Wild. And now he's gonna brawl this, but even a brawl though here, it'll clear all but 1, which then he can hammer down. I don't have a cat trick up either. What do I have? Bear trap, freezing trap, explosive trap, snipe. There's the cat trick. Great. This against a control warrior, and he still has not managed to get anything done. Unfortunate for you. Unfortunately for me, I'm gonna probably have to burn that minion on his. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to burn it on. Seriously though, give me a hyena or something. Shit. He should now be starting to think, oh great.
Do you have the artifact?
This is where I lose if I don't get what I need now. Actually, that's not true. That snipe's gonna really help. That snipe is actually a huge help. And that's finally a good card to have on the board. Got an answer for that. If he's got a bash, he's good. Or shield slam, that will do. I forgot that he had 2 shield slams. So he's used both of those plus the executes. He's running out of answers then. The math has just worked out so well for him. Because he's got, if he hits that and then he has a brawl, And again, it just helps him remove one. Freezing Trap is making him so mad. He really wants to use his garage. Or, whatever the hell.
Should I get some over
Yes, a little bit would be great. Finally. Not much I can do now. I think I've just lost. Just through attrition. Yeah. Which should happen, to be clear. This is exactly what should happen. You should lose a control warrior matchup if you don't win the first 10, 15 cards. And instead I've gone 28 cards. Like this is a game you should lose. Excuse me. This is so painful. And I blame this on draw. This one I blame on draw. Just really bad draw. Painful. And that did not get... I've got 4 finishers, and I didn't get any of them until it was really too late.
Out of cards.
And then the one thing I really would have liked to have had... would have been... warrior loss. The one thing I really would have liked to have had earlier on was the... Acidic Swamp Ooze. Like, he got so much value out of his weapon. So much. And I haven't answered to it. And it came so late.
What now?
Just bad draw. I guess I should be happy about that. The fact that I did this well against a control warrior. That I think had answers to everything. So I'm not by any stretch of the word trying to say, hey, this guy just didn't. He didn't play well. No, he had pretty good control game, which is the whole point of it. It's pretty on par. I just can't. That's it. No answers.
Rexa versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Let the hunt begin.
Shouldn't care.